No, not good enough. Aces are best for the two-time main event champ.
He's Johnny Chan, and he shoots win a Johnny Chan look.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to blow up the Chan man, man.
That is a message that should be heard throughout this Rio Poker Room. The pros are here to play. Each and every year, there's one title every player is hoping to avoid.
The money bubble is broken.
Bubble Boy out of luck and just one out of the money. 716 players remaining here in the Rio. All want to cash, of course. Maybe none more so than Adam Schoenfeld. This pro hoping to cash in a World Series event for the first time in his career.
I'm going to go for a high-risk maneuver here.
If Adam finally makes the money, that would leave me as the best player never to cash at the World Series.
Across the room, someone who knows about cashing at the World Series. Men the Master wins, second only to Phil Hellmuth in a record number of cashes.
And there is his wife, Van, Mrs. Master, who's alive and doing better than the Master at this main event.
Someone else doing better than their better half, the fiancée of the eliminated Patrick Antonius, Maya Geller. Geller's all in with pocket kings. Tamir Akrawi has 2 jacks.
I miss Patrick.
Maya needs to avoid a jack on the river. River card is an 8, and Maya wins that hand to double up.
Maya and Patrick met at the Bellagio here in Las Vegas. They lived together for a while at the Bellagio, and Patrick proposed to Maya at the Bellagio. Heck, when I'm at the Bellagio, all I ever do is lose.
Careful on chips.
Almost 120,000 chips. Elsewhere, Mike Wilson has pocket jacks. He moved all in after the flop of low cards up against Robin Larson, who called with ace-king high and needs to catch to eliminate Wilson. And the turn card is a king, and Wilson is in trouble. River card now a 9, and that is no help to Mike Wilson. He has been knocked out of this main event. Robin Larson eliminates the former stockbroker from Canada. Mike had to overcome a lot of obstacles to play here in the World Series. No money this year, but we wish him luck in the future. There is the main event bracelet. You'll see it awarded to our new world champ on November 11th.
Are you over 21?
What do you think?
I don't know. You look pretty young to me.
Thank you. That's a compliment, huh?
Yes.
Escalon actually 34.
Action on James McManus, not the American author. This McManus is 23 years old from Dublin, Ireland, and he looks down at an ace and a queen offsuit.
McManus graduated from Dublin City University. I believe they are the Demon Deacons.
Yeah. 8,500 is the raise for McManus. Action over to David Saab. Saab with pocket jacks. Born in Korea, lives in Manila, spent a lot of time in Australia, as you can tell by his accent, and he makes the call.
This is a remarkably international feature table. If INS walked in here, we'd have 6 or 7 empty seats in a hurry.
The flop is a couple of 4s and a jack, and Saab flops a full boat. McManus, look at that percentage, 1% chance of winning this hand, and he bets 10,500 into the pot.
Saab's got to love that. He's got McManus all but dead here.
A flat call from Saab. McManus in severe trouble. Turn card is a 9 of hearts. Saab now with a check mark, holding that full house. McManus checks now, hoping for a free card. Saab, 20,000.
McManus just with ace high.
It's a little less than half the pot. McManus is going to come along for some reason.
Well, a really bad read on this hand for McManus. He thinks Saab is posturing.
8 of hearts on the river. McManus checks again. Saab's got to bet it. 60,000. That's a full house bet.
David bets 60,000.
Well, McManus thinking about it with ace high. He seems convinced Saab has squadouche. You know, he might even be thinking of raising here to take Saab off a marginal hand. That would be an unmitigated disaster. Unmitigated.
He's not going to get much of a read on David Saab in his current posture. Wow, McManus calls. Saab's got to love that. And Saab shows the winning full house.
And McManus feels really, really stupid.
Ace high's not going to win that pot.
That could have been a great call if he had a different hand.
Yeah, Lon, and I could have been a great male model if I had a different face.
Yeehaw.
Absolutely a cause for celebration for David Saab to get paid off there. All right, away from the feature table over the Milwaukee's Best Light No Limit Lounge to table 2. Victor Ramden has raised the action to 9,000 with ace-jack. Action on Burke Aiden, 40-year-old player who won his seat in a home game tournament. We're seeing a lot of that now.
Aiden is a real estate investor in Florida.
I raise.
And he's going to raise it again. Ramden wondering what this guy's up to. He makes it 30,000 with pocket queens.
I'm all in.
Ramden's going to make a power play.
Boy, earlier we saw Victor lay down ace-6 suited against Bill Blanda when he raised with pocket nines. Here, he raises Aiden all in with ace-jack off.
He's got 100, right? What is it? What? He said I'm all in. I heard what you said.
Well, if he heard what Victor said, how come he hasn't called? Normally, this is an easy call. All that can beat him are pocket aces or pocket kings, but making the money here has to be on his mind. If Ramden has him crushed, Aiden goes home without cashing.
Aiden, World Series rookie and amateur player, up against a very experienced Victor Ramden.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
He did it because he's Victor Ramden. He's got a decent hand with ace-jack, and he knows that most amateurs are holding out for the money now.
I fold.
Ramden sensed he could make a move, and it worked. So that is the Platter's good instinct moment.
You play too good.
Show the bluff.
I don't bluff.
Show the bluff. It's good for the game. Come on, show ace jack.
You see, rule number one, you never re-raise the original raiser, especially when I'm raising, because I'm crazy.
All right, we will have this conversation next time.
All right.
Okay.
I hope you're here.
A power play at just the perfect moment by Victor Ramden.
The Planters Good Instinct moment is brought to you by Planters. Instinctively good.
Welcome back inside the Rio. The tension mounting. The field is shrinking. We're just 23 players from the money right now. I'll make that 22 players as Jeff Madsen has just eliminated an opponent and rakes in his chips.
Madsen once was the youngest bracelet winner of all time. He just turned 23. If he were to win this bracelet, he'd become the youngest main event winner ever.
And there is Javad Khan. He brought his wild antics to the final table of the main event last year. This year, quite the opposite.
And like Madsen, Javad Khan is 23. He too can become the youngest main event winner ever.
He is quiet but still aggressive. A re-raise there. Gets his opponent to fold.
You know, what a buzz in this room, Lon, as we get down to the money. But the new Javad Khan remains very mild and very sedate.
Yeah, but still collecting chips. That's the same old Javad. At another table, Mark Foss is in a pot. The river's just come down. 2 pair on the board. Action on Foss. He checks it over to his opponent.
Foss is 24. He would have had a chance to become youngest main event winner also, but since the final table this year is not till November, he turns 25 before then.
Foss calls the big bet by his opponent, and Mark turns over a nice pocket pair, and that's enough to win the pot.
Bad river.
Foss won his bracelet in 2006 in a no-limit hold'em event.
So Foss collecting some more chips there. At another table, there is the record holder for youngest main event winner ever, Phil Hellmuth, with just a couple of months shy of his 25th birthday when he won it all in 1989. Phil just raised pre-flop. His opponent has re-raised. And Hellmuth mucks.
When Phil mucks, his mind races with